Hello, history people. This is Mr. Cornelius with another lecture in United States history, this time on Chapter 24, Section 4, Environmental Activism. Throughout all the job gains and things throughout the United States history after World War II, people neglected the environment, and a lot of activists during the 1970s started looking to the environment and what the United States could do to make that better and something that's lasting for generations to come. Rachel Carson wrote a book called Silent Spring, which basically talked about the use of pesticides and their dangers. It could make birds' eggs weak. It could do a lot of things that would then reduce the number of birds in the sky. It could hurt people. It also hurts animals that we don't want to hurt, along with the pests that we do want to kill. So, anyway, that book becomes a bestseller, and JFK establishes an advisory committee to look at chemicals and their impact on the environment. And that's what the point of Carson's book was. The first Earth Day happens like April 22nd each year. Happened in 1970, where people try to learn about and do things to make the Earth better and try to keep that going throughout the rest of the year, and it has in some limited ways. Nixon, not an environmentalist, yet he is responsible for the creation of the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and they passed many laws to try to clean up the environment. The Alaska Pipeline, okay, it was a very controversial thing to bring all that pipeline throughout Alaska and all that natural wildlife land, and they were able to do it. There's rules that go with that, such as if a drop of oil is found, they have to shut the whole pipeline down until they figure it out and fix where the leak is coming from. That is to conserve the nature, even though we are taking the natural resource, the oil, out of that area. So a lot of land is made national monuments by Carter, and Congress sets aside many more acres as protected to keep and preserve the wildlife and other things that live there. Nuclear energy, great, efficient way to make power. That way we don't have to use coal, we don't have to use oil, but it has its own unintended consequences. Okay, those nuclear waste that is produced from that harmful to people. And we had a close encounter with that with 3 Mile Island, where that plant malfunctioned. A little bit of radiation, low-level radiation, escaped, and they had to evacuate the area, which then made people start debating the safety of nuclear power throughout the whole land. So the Nuclear Regulatory Commission strengthened their guidelines that they had to follow, and inspection procedures had to be stepped up as well. So it's one of those balancing acts that we have to follow in the environment. Do we want jobs? If we want jobs, we have to, maybe those jobs hurt the environment. So we have to keep a balance between the environment and employment. Because people that lose their jobs because of environmental action, they're not happy about that. Okay, people that lose money, companies that lose money because of environmental laws, don't like that either. So there's a balancing act that needs to take place between the two things, environment and employment. That's all we have for Chapter 24. If you have any questions, ask in class, email me. Until next time, thanks for listening.